Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of X4 with the Star Wars Interworlds mod 0.73. You'd think I'd said that enough times by now, not to forget it, but there we are. We are in the New Dawn. This is our Imperial campaign that we're doing, / I think it's actually turning more into a Sith campaign now. We are in Necropolis, the creepy system with its big red star making everything blood red. I have handed over control of the New Dawn for the minute to our captain, who should be basically just
we have new orders.
There you go. Just repair the ship, please. Thank you.
Position.
We're just redocking it because I've looked through the ships and we have taken significant damage, and we weren't the only one. There's quite a few of the ships were dinged up. Everyone else is above 90%, which I'm happy with. It's sometimes okay to leave your ships with a little bit of damage because it means your service crew's skill gets better, which is... Wow, they've got a lot of Marines on there. Which is like these guys. See, we've only got a couple of specialists. As with a damaged ship, these guys will work to repair it and basically make it better. We have New Republic miners, which are currently doing the damnedest to get into our system. But we have got this gate well and truly blockaded. So today's plan is to continue our building of ships, which has come to a little bit of a standstill. Not much, it's just trickling rather than a full flowing river now, because we've basically used up all our stockpiles of resources building our ginormous Sith fleet. We've got all of the Harrowers built. We could do... Ooh. And it died. Yeah, we've got all the Harrowers built. We're just waiting for the support fighters now to come through. We're on some Furies, and we need to get some Terminuses queued up because we haven't done that yet, and I'm going to do that now. Look, that's our Sith fleet sat ready and awaiting. So we will build ships. We need large ships. We need the Terminus class destroyer on a high preset. Why not? We'll add that to the shopping list. And I think we've already got 2 Terminuses. I think we might have lost one. So if we aim for 8, that will give us, I think, 5... No, more than 5 Harrowers. It will give us many Harrowers. All these Harrowers, plus the 2 that we've already got. One is an Inquisitor. Plus then we've also got the big ships. These guys will work in support. It's probably going to take a little bit of a while for it to get through. One of the things I thought we'd open up with is our probe droid. I have armed it with some satellites, and we're going to send it to drop 1 satellite there, and then try and explore this system, because Giju is our next target, I believe. That, and into Folus. There might be some way down here to Typharia. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's not a problem. We've got Necropolis well and truly blockaded at the minute. We are crippling the New Republic, and we're also crippling the ACS, who I don't know why the ACS are so far up in this region of space, but they are, and the camera won't let me do what I want it to do. Oh yay! We've got the New Dawn is now repaired. Very good. I'll take command of this. Thank you. We will very quickly do a Shift and G there. Shift and A there. So what I wanted to do is just kind of like do a little bit of introductions while everything's kind of just ticking on by, getting itself repaired and updated and all that sort of good stuff. Looks like they both got away. I'm really disappointed with the these guys, the Precursors. They're a bit of a wet blanket. I thought they'd be good. They're good support ships, but nothing more. I think is the best way to describe those. We will take up our position back on the it wasn't an unauthorized attack. We're at war. I don't know why we ended up at war with the ACS. I think it's probably because we're best mates with the Empire, and the ACS don't like that. But yeah, so here we are, back in the fray. We have got our massive fleet ready and poised. If the New Republic are starting to take us seriously, then there should be New Republic fleets now deploying in this sector of space. And it wouldn't surprise me if at one of these places there will be a big New Republic fleet. Last time we had a fairly big battle with some smaller New Republic ships, quite a large fighter complement, which we dealt with quite well. Vortex is still in the Empire's hands. Ord Mantell is still in the Empire's hands, although I thought has now fallen to the Mandalorians, which could be potentially problematic. Coruscant. Does New Republic usually have Coruscant? I don't know. No one. It seems like border-wise, it seems to be a little bit of a stalemate. I think by us, when we decided to push, we have knocked the balance a little bit, but I intend to knock the balance a hell of a lot more than that. We're going to start assigning these TIE Furies, and I think what we'll do, you are going to be interception group, and I want you on beta. So the idea is with these Harrowers is we're going to have 20 Supremacies, 20 Furies per Harrower, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 plus the Inquisitor and the another Harrower. So the Inquisitor is basically the fancy version, and we've named them after all Alpha Legion characters from the 40k universe, because why not? So yeah, so I think what we're going to do now, I've done my little introduction and we know where we are, because I often do like a pre-episode setup some of the times for like these campaigns, these bigger ones, when we're a bit further in. But when we're sat on borders and there's always the potential of a fight going to kick off, then I always think it's safer. Well, we'll do a little introduction, let everyone know what's going on, just in case. Just in case we don't, like something big happens, we lose a ship, or we accidentally destroy one of the Republic's home ones, or some such of that. But we're doing well as regards to it at the minute. We'll just have a look at our little probe droid as it flies through the void. Beep. I am very tempted to make an army of probe droids. Like maybe get something stupid, 500 probe droids, and just launch them at enemy stations to see how they do. If you want to see that happen, because it'll take a lot of money. We did have a lot of money in the banks, but I've put it all back into the stations basically. So our 140 odd million that we got from selling Star Destroyers to the Empire is basically been put back into the stations to buy in new materials so we can build a bigger army and a bigger fleet. Because that's what this has turned into now. Just see how big the fleet can be. How big can we make the fleet? And how much will it break my computer? Are we going, you know, we're going for the full CPU overheats and melts. No, we're not really. I don't want that to happen at all. The game might crash though at some point, because I mean, all these ships, for the most part, every death triangle you can see in front of you right now belongs to us and our little Sith Empire. Like, we have got a ton of ships. They're all ISD2s there. We've got some ISD. We've got an ISD one kicking in somewhere. Right, map. Show me the way to Amarillo. Right, so we've got a New Republic Dreadnought. Come on, get out the way, move, fool. We should be alright unless those Y-Wings come in. They're only T-65s. T-65s are good, but they are not the fastest ship in the world. We've had this probe droid for so long. Right, come on. You need to get moving, probe droid. You will get killed by X-Wings quite easily. I think their hulls are... well, they've got no shields and 1,000 hulls. One shot will amply end them. This gate's not as heavily defended as I expected, which is good for us because it means we can very shortly just break our way in. And now we've got a satellite there. We're going to see what the crack is. So that will also be good. So what we're going to do is I'm literally going to sit around in Seta for a minute and try and get some of these built, because it's going to take a long time, whilst keeping my beady little eye on this area. So we'll take a little break from the old recording side of things, and I'll see you very, very shortly when we take this fleet and put it there into this system. And we'll do some deleting of stations in Giju. So yeah, there we go. So I will see you in a little bit of a moment. Alright, welcome back. We are on the cusp of basically starting our attack now. Our invasion. There was a minor patrol fleet kicking about here. Now there's just a construction vessel. So we'll just pause it a minute. It gives us a clear interception pass. We're going to send the Beta Command fleet through first. That's going to act as our vanguard fleet, I think. They are fairly... we'll put them on hold position as well, so when they do fly through, they'll wait there. They're fairly lackluster, so we're going to basically use them as a distraction fleet. So we'll get that underway. The Sith fleet is big. We've not sent all the ships, so basically some ships are en route. I moved them down because it was taking a long time for things to get built, and then all of a sudden we had a little bit of a production boom. So we're now just basically playing catch up with some of the ships, but that's fine. I'm sure I've given some ships to one of the Harrowers. Either which way, it doesn't matter. Oh no, we've still got the Arcos and the Jarrus waiting for their turn. We'll get them loaded up with ships as these get done. and then we'll trickle the rest in, because I'm sure we're going to need supplies. It's good to have a couple of ships in reserve. I'm hoping this research station gets built fairly soon, but it's not really looking like it, because the plan was to get this built up and then jump it into Fondor, but I don't think that's going to work, if I'm honest. You want to no confirm? Oh, I forgot you have to put confirm on the old orders. So these guys should go through first, and then we'll send in. They'll probably start taking out that construction vessel. There we go. Look at that. Then I want the Sith fleet, Harrow fleet in second. We'll get them kind of like there, and then we'll get the Hammer fleet in here. Now we'll leave the support fleet back for the moment. I don't want to leave them in there long, for the simple fact that any ships that sneak by will go straight for support fleets. I don't know if it's kind of like written into the old mandates or whatever of the game, but support fleets have a tendency to get attacked. Like ships have been jumping through this gate and they've been going straight to the support fleets to attack them, which makes sense, you know, take out the supply lines and stuff like that. But here we go, we're going in. As soon as we get in, we can do a scan. Obviously our poor little pro droid didn't get too far into the system before he was picked off by a couple of ships, unfortunately for him. Your fleet is lagging behind a bit, matey. Once we jump through, in fact we'll jump through now, because oh wait, no, we'll just enjoy this spectacle of fleets converging. I think that must be yeah, that'll be the Hammer fleet, our most experienced of fleets, led by our very own Soribur, or named the Soribur by one of our lovely YouTube commenters.
Inquisitor.
And there's the Inquisitor. Such a nice ship. Such a cool looking ship. So I believe, and I could be wrong, I can't remember if I mentioned this on one of the last episodes. So there's been some sort of con on. Now I don't follow the news of cons nowadays compared to what I used to follow them anyway. I just, if it pops up, and usually because of the type of videos I watch and stuff like that, it is in that wheelhouse of things that do slowly trickle down to me. There's they're making a new trilogy of Star Wars films, which is set directly after the sequel trilogy. So that'll be like the adventures of Ray and friends, if I am not mistaken, which I could be mistaken. You don't know, do you? Did Disney do a big Disney con? I don't know. There was a lot of one of the feeds on that I'm on. A lot of Star Wars stuff came flooding through, which was pretty cool. Just excuse me while I unzip my hoodie because I'm getting a little bit warm. You had things such as Skeleton Crew has been given a date, which is pretty good. I know there's some Marvel-y stuff, which is pretty interesting. So Robert Downey Jr. playing. I mean, this all might be just like when people do those stupid fake trailer things. But yeah, Downey Jr. is playing Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four film, which feels like that's been teased and played around with for a very long time. But yeah, and it's some sort of tie-ins to his Iron Man. Well, the pictures I saw anyway, it was his Doctor Doom costume was very reminiscent of his of Tony Stark's Iron Man costume, and apparently one of the crazy fan theories, or one of the things in one of the comics, was basically something to do with Mr. Stark being part of some sort of, well, when he died, he came back as Doctor Doom. I don't know. The Marvel universe is right. I've got to admit, the new Deadpool and Wolverine film has made me think, do you know what? Actually, I wouldn't mind watching some of the Marvel stuff, but like the Marvel stuff for me, it started off really, really strong, and I really, really enjoyed it. Like really enjoyed it. But then it just all got a bit much and a bit samey. There's the odd film, like because they're all franchises within franchises. Basically, that's how it works in my head. And there's some of the franchises that I really like. So the Thor ones, I think are fantastic. I don't think there's many of the Thor films which I've not watched again. Iron Man one's obviously good. Guardians of the Galaxy, that ended up in some sort of weird ass turmoil over Disney being Disney, and a little bit engaging. What are you engaging? No. Right. Just because, well, right. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm doing some scouting. I don't want you guys. Yes, that's it. While I'm a scouting, you're a docking, just so we can figure out viable targets. Because we're going to do the AI seemed to not balls up too badly when we sent the fleets after them. So my plan is basically. We've got a Sith Inquisitor, a Sith Harrower ship, which is a little bit later off to the party. We'll probably send some fleets out to
awaiting orders.
Deal with stuff. Like split the fleets, deal with the individual stations, because I think that worked quite nicely last episode. God, this is so slow. Sometimes it's quicker to reverse and turn than actually try and do a full arc, especially if you're trying to avoid getting too close to stations. Can't remember if we put some sort of oh, the other thing that's happening with this ship at the moment is because we've got ships trying to dock with us that broke it, so we've got a ship inside them. Shifting A. Should fix it. There we go. Right, come and dock. This time, don't get wedged in the hull, please. Thank you. Yeah, that is such a magnificent model. Even though this is, so the Venator is probably one of my favourite models. It's also probably one of the more glitchy. I have no idea what you're doing, mate. Are you docking? Are you coming into land? No, you're adamant, aren't you? I've fallen through the roof, sir. Help! Just yeah, yes, yep. Down a bit, and turn. Roll. Okay. Well, that's the thing. We've got to let the shields regenerate as well, because unfortunately with the fleet this side, everything has a tendency to bounce into each other. In fact, we can do a
Autopilot disengaged.
scan down here, just in case we've not seen. So that looks like that is being attacked by something. There's been something nibbling. There was a small Imperial patrol group that came through the gate. Oh, we got another Another harrower. Are all my harrowers just trickling in one by one? That's fine. We'll get them there eventually. Right.
Autopilot engaged.
So apart from that little... oh, it's managed to dock now. Well done, you. Now, who's closest? We've got the Hammer Fleet. So we'll send the Hammer Fleet in because it's only a high-tech station. So we'll get you to coordinate an attack on that. We'll do the Scout Force. We'll get these to kind of cover this gate for the minute to forces coming through to the other side. I think that sounds sensible. And then, depending what's what, we'll get them to weigh in, and then everything will wade into this defence station. I think that's going to be the plan. So our first attack is almost underway. I'm going to take it off of autopilot.
Disengaged.
We'll let them get coordinated into their little formation, and then we'll see about following that little fight. Shouldn't be a long one, because it is the Hammer Fleet. Hammer Fleet is our ISD2 full fleet, which means it's very much the Death Fleet. Because I am now convinced in this game there's no... The ISD2 has got the best firepower. I've not come across anything else which can just delete things as quick as an ISD2. Yet. Obviously the Hapes stuff, I'm assuming the Hapes weaponry is going to pack quite a bit of firepower. Mandalorian stuff might actually be able to do some significant damage. So what have we got? We got a refined goods complex. We've got a recon Y-wing. That's the defense platform down there. So we know that's the defense platform. That's going to be the jump gate. And as far as we're concerned, there's nothing else in this system. We'll just do another quick scan. No, there's nothing else showing up, which is fine. So let us go. That guy just object. We can autopilot to there because we don't have to worry. And let's follow the Soribur too. So if you don't know about the Soribur has got some very let's call it homebrew lore, because that's the term I use a lot, being a Warhammer collector. And general kind of into that sort of thing. So the Soribur 2 is basically rebuilt from the Soribur 1, because the Soribur 1 died valiantly in the Battle of Glee Anson. I can't remember which. Basically, we had on the previous Imperial playthrough, we had a massive Imperial fleet. Not this big. We'll call it a big fleet because this is a massive fleet. We had a big Imperial fleet that was just pounding waves and waves of New Republic ships. I mean... Oh, we've got one going in for the attack. We've got two going in for the attack. 3, 4, 5. Are we opening fire yet? Oh, we're still turning round. Who's requesting immediate backup? Who's launching that drone? Who cares? Right, just destroy this thing, alright? Blow it up, get it gone. Make sure that fleet's alright. Yeah, so the Soribur. It did die valiantly. And we couldn't let it die in a vein, so we didn't actually do. This is not things you can do on this game, just so you know. But in our little headcanon, we took the ship and we essentially rebuilt it, and it got recaptained. And it's one of our finest ships in the fleet. I'd probably call this more the YouTube fleet, or it's Like this and the 2 support fleets are our definite YouTube fleet. Because you got Ronin and you got Scourge in here as well. And then the Armentia as well. Our baby who's learning on the job. Commander Shepard ship. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Right, we did just hear a ding ding ding. So I am going to have to just check. I've got a feeling it's this construction vessel. So we might have actually attacked at the right time here because we've probably thwarted the New Republic. Look at that! They're just jumping in. It's like the end of Rogue One, isn't it? Just Star Destroyers jumping in and people dying left, right, and centre. Ships ploughing into the hull and exploding. Now, this is no diss to the mod creators or anything like that because they do a fantastic job, and it is something that a lot of people say anyway. But why can't EA or the like a department in Disney make a game like this with all the kind of like AAA polish without having to rely on the backbone core of a another game, which for as good as X4 is, it's not brilliant. It's got its quirks and its foibles. But yeah, why is this not been done? And then have things like crashing ships into the side of it, because in the past there has been some. I get why companies are a bit hesitant to make Star Wars games, because for every brilliant Star Wars game that we've had, there has been some financial flops, and we gotta appreciate the fact that at the end of the day, people that are making those games making it for a reason, because they want to have their business thrive and survive in this brutal world, which is a bit hard to do if you make a game and it flops massively. Because there's been a lot of Star Wars games come out that I really liked, which were such as the one where you play as Jango Fett, Bounty Hunter, Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I thought it was a fantastic game, but from what I remember, because I seem to, I was working at, I believe I was working at Game Station at the time. That's a company that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I was working at Game Station at the time, and it didn't do well. The Star Wars games that always seem to do fantastically well are such as your Lego Star Wars games. They're always an instant hit, and your Battlefront games as well, because it's basically Star Wars Call of Duty in it. Right, Hammerfleet, well done. You've done your job. You have killed that factory to death. Killed it to death, sir. So, Harrower Fleet, it is now time for you to do your thing, and we'll follow that in. We're going to let the AI do some work on this and just concentrate on getting some nice shots. Right, we're going to try and turn around so we're facing the right way, because we don't want to get attacked from behind. Big weakness of this Venator is, well, it's an old. How old's this ship? If this is set, what is it? 10 years after the death of the Empire, 20 years after the death of the Empire. The Venators are old ships now. They are mega old ships. So you just have to forgive me while I turn around my very old ship. But yeah, the firing angles on a Venator isn't the best. It's a decent broadsider. It's a good head-on ship. Our Sith fleet. Wow! Whoa! What have you just decided to? Oh, what's that? What are you firing at? Is it just the X-Wing patrols, or do I need to be worried about something here?
Our Star Destroyer.
It might just, there is a patrol fleet that does kind of follow around. Right, actually. Is that Scourge? Right, how much we betting this is Scourge? Oh no, it's the Armentier. You've been listening to Scourge too much. It's usually Scourge that decides to crash into everyone. For whatever reason. He's a fantastic fleet commander. He just... I don't know. He just has a tendency to do the old crashing. Oh, we lost some reputation with the Ascendancy. Is that because... Oh, I wonder if it was the Ascendancy that's been attacking these stations down here. Right. We didn't give them a synchronise order, did we? We just basically went, attack!
Inquisitor.
But that's fine. We'll see how that one works. It wasn't a mistake. It was a social experiment. I have no idea what you're firing at, matey. What are you firing at? You're just shooting. Fine by me. Unauthorized kill. So there's some Imperial Ascendancy kicking about here. So how's the Imperial Ascendancy managed to get into Giju quite so easy? Who knows? Who cares? We've got some Sith ships to watch explode stuff. Now some of these Sith ships might have missiles, other than, yeah, like that one. Boom. Some of them don't. Now, one of the things I am slightly worried about with this series is it's going to get a little bit repetitive and boring, because most of the episodes now are basically going to be this. Because we've essentially reached maximum level on our character, if you get what I mean. Like if this were World of Warcraft, we are now maximum level, and we're just grinding the PvP events for bragging rights. Essentially, we've got all the max gear, we've got all the best gear.
Awaiting orders.
Well, there we go. Boom, boom. Well done. So it's just a case now of seriously, sorry, Burr, you've been delayed by this pitiful group. Deal with it. It does look like things are bugging out slightly. I've done X4.
Awaiting orders.
Right.
R41 Star Chaser.
So you got black, even got Black Sun kicking around. Let us begin a coordination on. We're actually going to get you to fly and wait back here. What's going on here? What's? Oh, that's a MC-40.
MC-40A light cruiser.
Oh, that might be accounting for a little bit of why we're struggling. We should be able to deal with an MC. Well, that answers that question. That's been dealt with. That little Corvette, the CR-90 behind it, that's not going to be long for this world. There we go, look. Almost free to ignore the Corellian Corvette.
CR-90A.
It's been an escort ship. I wonder if it was a small fleet that we've just happened to run through. We've actually looked out on that because we weren't paying attention, and that could have very much easily have been a much bigger fleet. So, yeah. Right. I think what we need to do now is just give it a little minute, let everything kind of refangle itself, readjust itself. I don't know where you're going. I don't know why you're going there. I want you to kind of come here. We are going to say go here.
Autopilot engaged.
And then you're coming back. So I'm just going to let the fleets do what they do. I want to kind of be... We're going to do a big assault, big frontal assault on that. Take out this defense station. Take out that unknown station, which is a defense station. Right. There you go. Look at that. We can see it. Game, we can see it. Your tricks. We'll have to check if some of these little cheaty hacks still work in the grand scheme of things when the patch comes out. Right. So yeah, just give me a little minute while everything gets together, and then we'll clear Giju. Right, we're kind of back with this mess of ships. Just checking on the patrol fleet. So we've got some little patrols that are kind of coming in. They're gunning straight for the gate by the looks of it. That's fine, because we've got plenty of ships to guard that. Well, I say that. A few X-Wings we should be able to knock back. I'm going to change your orders. Your orders are going to be protect position. Area to protect is here. Confirm. So then we've got a little bit of a protection zone. These should be able to, depending what these do, this fleet should be able to protect itself. We do. Do you have any fighters? I don't remember. Yeah, you got some anti-fighter stuff, so that should be fine. I thought that was blue for a minute then. I thought they'd managed to sneak a base in. We've got a pelter coming in, which could be problematic, but we're waiting for this fleet to kind of branch itself around. There we go, look at that. Right, we're going to need to remove your flying weight order, aren't we? Yep. There you go, get that switched off. We'll have to remember to keep changing this order, because the plan will be, as we take the systems, we'll put them on whatever gate is, and they're kind of like our little early warning Vanguard siege force, I suppose, is the best way to think of them. We can watch this pelter I don't think it gets utilised particularly well by the AI. Like, they tend to send in pelters on their own, which to me they're a bit like a large interceptor brawler type. If you got half a dozen of these in your fleet on intercept, or even hold them back and get them to pick out targets, because they have got missile launchers and stuff like that, go after other larger ships and stuff like that, they're pretty solid. But I mean, who was that? Who was it? Who just pushed the other one out of the way? Oh, sorry, Burr. And Scorch. It's always Scorch. We love you, really, Scorch. So that's going to fly over and hopefully be in range soon. You have picked the worst place in the world to decide. How are your guns outranging me? Oh, they're not. We're just a bit slow on the uptake. Yeah, unfortunately for you, mate, you're about to get flash fried. Oh, did they just take out the... That seems to have slowed down quite dramatically. It's either manoeuvring or we've basically... I think we've taken out its engine. Ooh. Oh! What's launching missiles? Oh, is that our bombers? Because we have got a contingent of bombers. Yeah.
Awaiting.
Such a shame for you, little pelter. I mean, the New Republic can beat us. I would say they still probably have a stronger, altogether more balanced military than us. But if they keep basically attacking the way that they're attacking, it's not going to end well for them. We'll coordinate an attack on that. You don't need to do your flying weight anymore. Makes sense to send in the Hammer Fleet first. God, look at this. I don't want a cross formation. That's a stupid formation. I want a V shape. We'll go with the classic. No, they're building another factory. So you guys just attack that, take that out before it's even a threat. We're going to set a destination of here. I can't remember how you do the measure gauge thing. That's fine. That's fine. We don't need to know. So you should now be undock. Why? What are you undocking? You shouldn't be undocking anything, kind sir. Oh, it's because I changed the priority of the fleet being rearmed and resupplied as well. So now they automatically, or should automatically, seek out a place to get repaired, because some of the ships don't have the ability to repair our ships, unfortunately. It's such a cool ship, isn't it? Such a cool ship. I wish there was the jump drives were a bit better on all the ships and the AI. I'm hoping the new update of X4 is going to fix a lot of this crap. This kind of like jumping, like, so you'll be in a straight line, it'll go to jump, and then it'll go like that. There, it's like, why have we just stopped? We didn't need to stop. Don't do it. Oh, the fighters are doing the thing though, aren't they? TIE Fury. Pew, pew, pew. I always manage to start watching the fighter as it's essentially doing nothing. There we go. Another one bites the dust. Don't just fly away from that X-Wing. We are starting to get a little bit of a kind of crashing issues. That's fine. Right, you now attack that, because I don't need to worry about one singular little dreadnought. What have we got here? Mining ship, mineral miner. Are you coming in for a little bit of a poke? So what are you coordinating an attack on here? I don't know anymore. Unless the central point of where this base is there. We'll see. Now, Dreadnought could be problematic for our fighters. They are pretty good anti-fighter ships. I don't know how good the New Republic one is. Right, let me just take command of our ship because it is seriously doing my nut in. Just fly. Look, you're on the right course. You go that way. In fact, it's been a long time since I've popped a Dreadnought. Seem to remember that being the Mandalore when we got the... Was it the Kel Derby on one of the very first playthroughs we did? Yeah, it was, because we went against we had a little play with the Valerian Syndicate, destroying their stuff, and they like the patrol dreadnoughts, and we very much used to pop them in the Kel Derby without much effort. God, I love the Kel Derby. It's such a good ship. We're in flight assist mode for some reason. Let's jump. I could be watching a perfectly good fight down here if you could behave and just do what it, just autopilot. You know, do what you're meant to do. And it's dead. We didn't even get involved in that fight. I am very disappointed.
Awaiting orders.
Well done, Alfarius. Just regroup through at the minute. We're probably going to need you when we take on this space station, which I am going to hazard a guess is actually up. Is it a weird angle? Is that what we're seeing here? Right, so leave them to it for the minute because I want the Hammer Fleet on this one as well. Not the Hammer Fleet, the Harrower Fleet. You've got all the fleets. The Harrower Fleet, the Hammer Fleet, the Support Fleet, the Command Alpha Prime Fleet. We got the Command Alpha... No, the Command Beta... We got a lot of fleets, is what I'm trying to say. We are commander of all the fleets. How's our ship building going? Slowly but surely. We're getting through the Furies. The Terminuses still haven't started yet, which is a bit of a pity. But I mean, we've built like 1,000,001 ships in a short space of time, so it's going to be a bit sluggish, isn't it? Who's requesting immediate backup?
We found something out here.
Oh, well done. Claim it for our faction. Oh, we're starting to get some lag spikes now. I don't know what we've claimed. It's like a lucky dip. Nobody knows. Alright, there is their station. How are we doing, guys? Are we in position? So we've sent in the fighters, which is interesting. Our Star Destroyers are getting shot at, so I am going to now... who's that? Yeah, we are now going to trigger that sync point, because I don't want that Star Destroyer... Why they sit out of range and do this siege thing? I get the siege thing, I think it's fantastic. Or is the idea that these get sent in first to like soften up the enemy? Like maybe pick out some of the turrets and defences and stuff? I mean, it's a well-armed station, that is for sure. It's definitely firing back. I can't remember if Giju is one of the New Republic's starting territories. So if it is, that's fantastic because we are now pushing into their home territories. That is a very gunned up station. Right, that's got. Should we get a bit of better light? Oh, there we go. Look. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on each wing, apart from the end ones. Oh, just a lag. Bullet time camera there. Had nothing to do with my skills in the old video recording. It just froze. But Giju is dying. We've pretty much wiped out Giju now. Once this one's down, I think there's probably another. Well, there is another defense station. That'll flip it. I'm wondering if there's been any updates on. There's so many things that I could easily read and check out. But I know when I talk to myself on here, the mysteries of the internet sometimes answer me in the form of someone in the comment section telling me this has changed, or no, that's still not fixed, or whatever else. But yeah, I wonder if there's anything changed to the factions in the new update for Interworlds and on X4 in general. Because I would have thought, being so close to Imperial Ascendancy space and us blowing up New Republic stations, taking out their sectors, taking out their trade lanes and stuff like that, the Imperial Ascendancy would basically relish us and sort of like say, oh my god, these guys are fantastic. We want to be their best friend, especially given that we've got like the biggest fleets at the minute, and our fleets are only going to get bigger. Like, I think we might need some more ISD2s, just for expedience sake, just so we can kill stuff a little bit quicker. Because it's definitely the ISDs that are doing the brunt work for us. I don't know what you guys are up to. I just want to say I'm disappointed. Alfarius, I'm disappointed. You should be destroying this fleet, not sat at the back doing whatever it is you're doing. Your little jump start, stop. Show them how it's done. I think it's because we've been leaning back on those laurels too much, innit? I mean, I wonder if there's a way we could, instead of, and if anyone's ever done this, please let me know in the comment section, because I know other people, quite a few people that watch this also play it. So what would the viability of us, instead of going from system to system to system to system and knocking them all out, just basically telling the fleet to go to Coruscant and then shoot it? Is that going to result in our fleet drip feeding in, or will they all get there, or will it be chaos? Not so chaos, because if we can get the big fleet together and just jump it all in Coruscant and have one definitive battle that sort of like is the be all and end all of this campaign, that would be fantastic to me. Because at the minute this is kind of like the beginning of the end. There's still potential that the New Republic fights us back. They are pushed. They've got some, but they've not managed to take out the Imperial Ascendancy. They've not really made much push on the Galactic Empire. The Mandalorians are pushing. The Mandalorians are pushing into, that's New Republic space, isn't it? Down here. So Tanab, that's usually a New Republic place. That's usually New Republic. So it wouldn't surprise me if the Mandalorians are basically pushing that. Yeah, it is, because that's Uxie. Yeah, so the Mandalorians are probably pushing through. Oh wow, it might actually be a race to Coruscant. We might have to actually get our little maneuvering jets onto full. Right, we're getting some funky fleetness going on here. So let's get some ships into formation. Let's do the final push, which is going to be that one. Hammer fleet. Let's just do a quick check, because we are using the Hammer fleet a lot. I don't want any Star Destroyers to be too badly damaged. 98, 100, 99. Yeah, you're doing fine. You are doing a-okay. They're minors. I'm not fussed about just taking out all the minors. Like otherwise, if we try and go for wiping out every single piece of New Republic property, it's going to take forever. There's no as far as I'm aware anyway, there's no capitulation kind of mechanic, is it, in this? Which would be useful. Is there any like different mechanics in normal X4? Oh, what? Oh, we caught it's gone. The weak way. So we must have caught a Star Chaser, and that weak way is just, that was ages ago. That was our lucky dip, a broken Star Chaser, which is no more. Yeah, there's no like capitulation mechanics that I'm aware of in this game. I wish there was a bit more in depth with the factions. Like, because it's like war to the death. Like, you fall into disrepute with someone, and then that's it. It's war until there is no more faction left. Which I get, which is good, but also that's to me that's kind of like old-fashioned mechanics, game design sort of thing. Like a lot of games nowadays have more of a nuanced approach, shall we say. I mean, if nothing else, this is giving me the prime opportunity just to talk rubbish for however long. We are recording for, we got an hour and 28 minutes full record time at the minute. There's about 30 minutes faffing around there. Call it 15 minutes in between. So yeah, it is all good in La Hood. Right. Where's the captain of that fleet? Let's do a double coordinated attack. You don't need to do a flying weight order now. Let's have a look at this here. Station. What you packing, Tiny?
Defense platform.
Packing? Packing you? That was a good film. Small soldiers. That was what is it? Link Static? The little communications commando. He's got his little net shooting remote control car buggy vehicle thing. Oh, it's such a fun film. That's a film I'm surprised never got any form of a sequel. Like, I suppose it did in a way get a little bit of a spiritual sequel with the game, because the game was basically you were the Gorgons. You played as the Gorgons, and you were what's going on? I'm hearing a lot of radio chatter here. Come on, guys. What we got? X-Wing? Is he some sort of gate? It does seem like a small... I'm reckoning there might be a gate down at the bottom, you know. Maybe. Or at least another system. Oh, we whiffed that one. Boo! Unknown station. So there we've got another station. Ooh, of course we've got another station. We'll go sort that out in a minute. But yeah, so if you've never played the Small Soldiers video game, I think it came out on PlayStation 1, at least PlayStation 1. I mean, I'm aware it was on the PlayStation 1 because that's the console that I owned. And I don't remember any other consoles. What do you had? The Dreamcast? It might have come out on the Dreamcast. Trigger. Move in for the kill, guys. Oh, that's the Inquisitor. Right, you better trigger your sync point as well. Seems you are going to be the damage dealers of this here raid. Shall we go in? Shall we have a little... I feel like it'd be rude not to get the captain's, the admiral's perspective. There's that bit of reflection there. Oh, it's like the shadow reflection of the planet. Oh, look at them all. All shimmying up.
Defense platform.
Just get stuck in, guys. Oh, we've had a patrol fleet launch. I've just actually remembered something as well. We have not allowed our fighters to relaunch, which is a mistake because that's going to just send our ship going crazy. But there we go. What's going on in this ball? Yeah, we got that one covered, haven't we? We got it all covered. Right, I need some laser shows. Some missiles have gone off. Oh, good. So they're managing to get clear of their own selves. Engaging. Well done. Get engaged. Who are you getting engaged to? Am I invited to the wedding? Is this just an engagement? It's going to be like a long-term thing, which I get, you know. I'm in a long-term engagement myself. Thank you, COVID. Or is it like spur of the moment? We're engaged, we're married? I don't know. There's dad jokes central. Some have just exploded. Can't sway. Hello. The frames have dropped to 11 frames per second. That's amazing. That is a lot of destruction in it. Oh my god, those poor fleets. Do we combine the Hammer fleet and the Sith fleet together? And just have them one big wrecking ball, essentially, that just goes around murdering everything. That's an idea. There we go, look.
Awaiting orders.
That is how to delete a New Republic station from existence. Can we get a zooming out? They're probably actually probably risking a lot of crossfire in this particular scenario. Such devastation and destruction. How will the New Republic respond?
Awaiting orders.
If you answered they won't, you might be correct. Okay, so that is that particular station dealt with. We need to send a ship. I can't be bothered to fly down there myself. You go and explore down it. In fact, explore the system. Have a look round. In fact, you as well. You go and explore for me, and we'll have a route. See what's going on. Okay, so Alpharius, my dear boy. You will go here. Just trying to break up this concentration of ships a little bit, because it's getting a little bit clustery. Sorba, you fly kind of like there. No, not to that ship. Like there. And then we've got a bit of a screen on that. You start flying down here. My frames are tanking as it stands in a minute. There's that much stuff going on. I feel like I'm doing my maths GCSE all over again. Do all these calculations. Right, so we've got a high-tech factory. That's not really anything, is it? Right, where is this fleet? This should help. You're going to go and coordinate an attack. You resume your duties, or just go home. Basically, we'll do some exploring around here, and then we'll get the Sith fleet in position. And I think that's Giju. Yeah, Giju's pretty much done now. We just need to make sure that there's nothing down there, because these are still hovering around. What do you actually produce? It's just high tech. Just computers, Apple Macs and the like. So yeah, it's just a case now. We just take out this station and hopefully everything won't just self-destruct. We can hoover up some potential bits and bats.
Container.
Some ore look, X-wing look. Right, once we have got everything. What do you call it? In position and doing what they need to do. We can remove your fly and wait order. We just need you to go coordinate that attack. We'll tune in for the last huzzah on there. We seem to have fighters that are going after these things anyway of their own volition, which is fantastic. Well done, you guys. We'll get everything else explored. In fact, you can also explore down here. We have... I think we've broken the game, but that's fine. The series wasn't planned to last forever anyway. So yeah. And we'll just keep guard on with Hammerfleet on here. So I'll be back in a second once this attack is underway. Alright, so we're feeling invincible. The fleet's nowhere near in position, but I just want to kind of get this done, so we're just going to see how she fares on her own. The rest of her fleet will catch up very short. I mean, you can see them coming in now. It's only a tech station, so it shouldn't... It'll probably have some guns, but I'm not expecting much in the way of too much resistance. Who's taking hits? Is this all down here? We have got to keep a little eye on this bit, but I'm not too worried. We've got enough firepower. Boom. So we are, as this campaign goes on, we are going to start losing out a little bit on firepower because these are going to run out of missiles, and we've used all the missile components, or all the missile components have been sold and used pretty much. Here we go, opening up with those main batteries. Pew pew pew.
Taking serious damage.
But that's fine. I mean, we've got so much laser fire.
Striking.
It's unreal. Yeah, the only thing I can potentially see as having problems of like minor speed bumps is if the Anoke Federation turns on us, and if when we start pushing closer to Folus and stuff, like, what are you doing, you idiot? When we start pushing towards Folus and stuff like that, there's the potential that the ACS might start getting involved, so we might end up with some sort of like three-sided fights. But we shall see what happens. We've definitely got the bigger guns. And this is kind of like the end of the New Republic, isn't it? They're dying with quite a large.
Awaiting orders.
I mean, it's not even a slow death that they're getting. We're basically piranhas. We've found the swimming in our swampy lake, and we're just eating them. We're just eating them alive, from the toes up. Basically, if we like that analogy. Probably, maybe, I don't know. I'm running out of things. I don't really know what to say, because we're like, when you're winning so well. I think this is one of the reasons why, like, because obviously I play a few games, not just X4. I like to play a lot of, at the minute it's medieval games, and like your Total War games and stuff like that. And I do usually like to try and play those games in more of a trade, like in Civ. I used to like to try and win via trade and culture and that kind of thing, rather than conquest, because conquest gets, like, the conquest sort of thing does get a little bit boring, which is going to be interesting on the new update, because I wouldn't call it war exhaustion as such, but there's going to be the kind of like the supply mechanic introduced, which is going to be interesting to keep our ships, keep our fleets to a certain size. So we're going to have to grow the empire before we grow the fleets. I suppose this is like a last hurrah to old X4 XS, if you know what I mean. It's like, this is what you can potentially do, and I might have... Oh, I think we might be having a little autosave, or the game's crashed. Either which way, we'll find out in a couple of minutes. A nice little freeze on that mushroom cloud of doom and death. Ah, yes, it was just an autosave. Look. We're going to come out of the screen in a moment, and we're probably going to find that we've been attacked on our fleet. Oh no, this is all fine. Look. The New Republic have not responded yet. Wow, that was quite the ore processing factory. Is it? Can you actually? No, it doesn't tell you the things, does it? Is there a tab for goods? Nope. It would have been nice to kind of like see what was there without having to individually hold over them. Maybe there's a way, and I'm just not seeing it with my blind eyes. Well, there we go. Another conquest, another system done, another kind of like New Republic stronghold wiped out, and we are the victors yet again, with virtually no casualties this time. I'll leave as ships exploring. Next time I come on, we'll find out if there's anything else kicking around in there. But I don't think there's anything in this system anymore. If there is, fantastic. We'll take that out as well. You can fly and wait there. But oh look, we're getting our TIE Furies are all being built up. The terminuses are still not. Once these are completed, these things will follow through. And then we'll get these stocked up, moved down. That B-Wing's been waiting for resupply for ages. That's how much we've tanked the factories. We can't even resupply a single B-Wing. But there you go. Right, so, on that note, I have been Captain Jack Gumption. This has been Star Wars X4 Interworlds, or X4 Interworlds 0.73. Thank you for watching as ever, and until next time.